What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. Happy Thiago Day, Thiago Friday is here and I'm so excited for today because today Thiago is flying to Merseyside to Liverpool to complete his medical and sign his contract with Liverpool, and in this video we will take a look at how Bayern Munich already confirmed this transfer and also what other transfer experts said about this deal and even what Liverpool players said about Thiago potentially moving to Liverpool. So strap yourselves in, this is going to be a great video. Leave a like if you are excited for Thiago signing for Liverpool today. Let me know in the comments below where are you watching from, turn on the bell notification, subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news. Bayern Munich manager Hansi Flick paid tribute to Thiago yesterday and revealed that he had said his goodbyes to the Bayern Munich players and the staff. Thiago is an exceptional player, Hansi Flick said, who spent 7 hugely successful years here. He's a wonderful person and an outstanding professional. It was very emotional today when he said goodbye to us all, and even the Bayern Munich CEO Karl-Heinz Rummenigge confirmed the transfer of Thiago Alcantara to Liverpool FC. This was revealed by Christian Falk, the Bild journalist, who has been reporting very well on this transfer saga for the past 1.5-2 months. Rummenigge said, "We reached an agreement with Liverpool this morning." He said this yesterday. "It was the great wish of Thiago to join Liverpool." And it just shows how incredibly attractive Liverpool as a football club is right now, that Thiago turned down a 4-year contract with bigger wages than what he will get at Liverpool just so he can join Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp's revolution. He will pick up the number 6 shirt that has been also confirmed. And also what is interesting is that Thiago will be around the 3rd highest earning player at Liverpool. So currently Thiago's wage is £208,000 per week and he will be considered the 3rd highest paid player at Liverpool. So he will be earning around 160, maybe 180,000 pounds per week. Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah are the 2 highest earners at Liverpool currently, who earn 180 and 200k per week. So Thiago has actually taken a pay cut to join Liverpool. Oh my goodness, we are gargantuan. I love this club and I can't be more excited for Thiago to join Liverpool. This is going to be epic this day. And Thiago has won 11 league titles in the past 12 years, so he only finished outside of the first place in 1 out of the 12 seasons in the last 12 seasons, which is an incredible record, and I hope that he can continue that. He has won 8 league titles in a row, 7 with Bayern and 1 with Barcelona, and he won the Champions League with Barcelona, he won the Champions League with Bayern Munich, and now he wants to win the Champions League and the Premier League with Liverpool as well. And I think he will be just one of a select few players who managed to win the league title with 3 different clubs and the Champions League with 3 different clubs, if he can win both titles with Liverpool. And considering that he signed a 4-year contract, the same as what Jurgen Klopp has left on his deal, there is a very good chance that in those 4 years, at least once Liverpool can win the Premier League and the Champions League. But I think we want to maximize our trophy output. We want to win as many titles and trophies as possible. And this is what Liverpool defender Andy Robertson said about this transfer rumor that Thiago is going to Liverpool. Until something is signed on the dotted line, I'm not paying too much attention to the expected move of Thiago. He is full of talent and he would be a welcome addition to any team. I've watched him, he's a fantastic player. He would add to the quality of a squad in probably any team in the world. So if we get him, great. If we don't, then it is what it is. We will wait and see until it's definitely confirmed. Bayern Munich's quality is there to be seen. We watched their Champions League final when we were away at pre-season, and they've got world-class players in every position pretty much. And Thiago is definitely one of them. These are the words of Andy Robertson, by the way. I absolutely love this interview. Look, if they are a team full of quality and he has played at the highest level, so fair play if we are linked with him. And oh my goodness, I think that the way that Andy Robertson Robertson, if you watch this interview on Sky Sports, the way that he was grinning throughout the interview just shows that he would love to say more, but he can't. And Sky Sports journalist Kave Soleko said this on a Sky Sports transfer show. Liverpool signing Thiago shows how high Liverpool's standing is right now in world football, because this is a player who is the best in the world at what he does. He has been at Bayern Munich for 7 seasons. He has won the title every season. He has just won the Champions League and was one of the best players in the competition last season. Bayern were aware his contract was running out next summer. They put a new contract in front of Thiago, a 4-year deal, and they thought it was all agreed and he was going to sign on the dotted line. But at the last minute, he had the change of heart and decided to leave this summer. Bayern decided to let him go, and he wants a new challenge, which is at Liverpool and in the Premier League. From Liverpool's point of view, Bayern were initially asking for 30 million euros, and there was no way Liverpool were going to pay that. The way they have structured this deal is that they are paying 20 million pounds, but over 4 seasons, so far 5 million pounds every season for Thiago for the next 4 years. When you look at it like that, it is the best lease purchase deal I've ever seen to get a player that good for just 5 million pounds per year. That's why a lot of Liverpool fans on social media are saying their sporting director, Michael Edwards, is a genius. I fully agree with every word that he said. I think that's spot on what he said about this whole transfer deal. And Thiago deal, that's a no-brainer for Liverpool. Sky Sports reporter Vinny O'Connor said this. Liverpool's stance throughout the summer was that they would not be signing Thiago Alcantara until they move on a midfielder, but that changed a little a couple of weeks ago when the suggestion was they would only try to sign him if someone was leaving, but they did not believe that was going to happen because Wijnaldum wanted to stay and Jurgen Klopp wanted Wijnaldum to stay. But now Liverpool have decided to go ahead regardless of that, and they think Thiago is the man for them. Jurgen Klopp had also been consistent throughout the summer. Liverpool would not be doing the business unless a really good opportunity presented itself and the deal was there to be done, and this is a deal that Liverpool could not turn down. And I have been saying this for months, that this is a deal too good to turn down for Liverpool. To get Thiago for 20 million pounds per add-on plus add-ons is an absolute bargain. In a normal market, and if Thiago didn't have 1 year left on his contract, but he had like 2, 3, 4 years left, he would be worth 70, 80 million pounds. We are basically getting a 70, 80 million pound player for 20 million plus add-ons, maximum of 27 million pounds. Absolute bargain. And I applaud Michael Edwards, who is a transfer guru, a genius when it comes to transfer negotiations. He is just brilliant, honestly. And at 29, Thiago does not necessarily fit FSG's transfer model of buying players young, coaching them and increasing their ability and value. But the out-and-out quality of Thiago, combined with his experience of performing on the biggest stage, meant that this particular move was a no-brainer. He's a player for the here and now, untested in the Premier League, but someone who is used to performing on the biggest stage for Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Spain. The signing should also help to solve an issue that Liverpool have recognized recently. Trent Alexander-Arnold alluded to it in an interview recently. The game plan needs to change. It has been in the back of Liverpool's minds to change the dynamic in midfield. It is not a case of things going stale, but they are keen to give the opposition something else to think about now. Liverpool have been playing the same way for a couple of years, and Thiago brings them something completely different. The signing of Bayern Munich's treble-winning midfielder renews that competition for places and says to the other players in that position they have to raise their game again. Klopp knew Leeds would present a real challenge and something different on the opening day of the Premier League season. The signing of this type of midfielder allows Liverpool to change things a little themselves and catch other teams out. They have now decided to move from a position of strength to freshen things up and give other teams something new to think about. And I have been saying this all along. This is why it was key to sign Thiago, because he's a different midfielder to anybody that Liverpool already has. So I think that will help Liverpool long term immensely. And this is what Jamie Carragher, a Liverpool legend, Sky Sports presenter, said. Liverpool have got 5 or 6 midfield players. They rotate well because they need energy in that position, but a lot of the players are pretty similar. Thiago would be something different. less in energy but more technical, and I think he would be a really good addition. Liverpool are world class at the top end of the pitch, world class in terms of their defense and goalkeeper, and I think they are top class in midfield, but something could be added technically, and Thiago fits the bill, so fingers crossed that he comes. And do you remember what happened in the Champions League final? Basically the commentator was saying just how comfortable Paris Saint-Germain were looking when it happened. Thiago, in that precise moment when Paris Saint-Germain were quite happy for Bayern to have the ball in their half, Thiago just weaved his magic and he fired a crisp pass between the lines. And just seconds later, the ball was in the back of the net, Kingsley Coman scored, and Bayern won the Champions League because of that goal. And the role of Thiago in that goal can't be underestimated, and it probably didn't escape many people's attention that Thiago was absolutely instrumental in that goal. And Thiago is a great admirer of Liverpool's playing style. He praised Liverpool before Bayern played Liverpool in 2 seasons ago in the Champions League, and the way Liverpool played, I think, against Bayern, especially in the Allianz Arena, I haven't seen another team in many years go there and play Bayern Munich off the park, and that's exactly what happened. And Thiago's father, I'm not sure many of you guys know this, is 1994 Brazilian World Cup winner Mazinho. So Thiago has Brazilian heritage, and that's why I think he has that Brazilian flair that you love to see in midfielders. And I think that Thiago will offer Liverpool to play in a different style, in a different way when he is on the pitch, and we won't have to rely maybe so much on Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, because right now Liverpool's play is brilliant, but teams have figured out pretty much that if you overload the wings and stop Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, have space, Liverpool will rely on their midfield and their midfielders' creativity to open up the defense of the opposition. And Liverpool don't have a lot of creative midfielders. Naby Keita has creativity, but he's no Thiago. Thiago is just on another level even to Naby Keita. I love Naby Keita, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have the know-how and the experience of Thiago. And Thiago can open up the defenses with those laser accurate, laser focused passes that maybe Henderson or Wijnaldum can't do. He's just a different midfielder to what Liverpool already have, and that's why I'm super excited for this season already. And Jurgen Klopp is super motivated to win the title again. He said this before the season: you can write stories about us being the defending champions of the Premier League or whatever, but this is what I say: we will not defend anything. We will attack the Premier League title race. If we stay at the same level, it won't be good enough. We have a target on our backs, and they are going. The other teams are going to want to knock us off the top, so we have to be ready for each challenge. And Sean Wright-Phillips, the former Manchester City winger, said that Liverpool will struggle a little bit this season, and this was before Thiago signed for Liverpool, before Thiago was about to sign for Liverpool. So you can understand why he's saying this. And of course, he's a Man City fan, so he will probably not predict Man City to struggle once again. It's a tough one. I think the signings that Man City brought in have been terrific additions. I think closing the gap isn't a problem. I think Liverpool will struggle a bit this year because of the fact their starting 11 has been fluently playing together for 3 or 4 years. Not many teams have managed to do that and keep all the big players fit. They have never had long-term injuries that affected them. No rest coming off the internationals. I still don't feel like their squad is big enough. City have a big enough squad. That gap will be gone. I even think Chelsea will close the gap. And Liverpool will struggle this year. They will struggle to keep up the same level as last year. What they did last year was incredible. The good teams can win even when they don't play well every game. Man United did it. Arsenal have done it at times previously. Now this year they will come unstuck with things like that. That's a fair prediction. I mean, that's the opinion of Sean Wright-Phillips, and there is some truth in that probably Liverpool won't be able to keep up the same level 3 years in a row. I mean, Man City couldn't do it. After getting 100 points and then 98 points, Man City dropped off massively and could only get 81 points. That's the challenge for Liverpool. After getting 97 and then 99 points, can they get another 90 plus points this season? And that's why the Thiago transfer is so crucial in my opinion, because it just bumps up Liverpool's like whole squad strength maybe to another level. And I'm really looking forward to what Liverpool can do and what Liverpool can achieve. The only worry is the big injuries to big players. Van Dijk, Alisson, Fabinho, Salah, Mane. These are probably the 5 players that Liverpool can't really replace with anyone else. Firmino is another one as well. Not necessarily because Firmino scores so many goals, but he's so integral to how Liverpool play. He presses from the front, and I don't think we have another striker like Firmino. Minamino could play in that role, Origi could play in that role, but the level will drop off a little bit. And I just hope that Liverpool can avoid injuries. And then I think Liverpool are favorites for the Premier League title. That's my honest opinion. And finally, I want to give you guys a very interesting opinion of Gary Neville, saying that Man United will win the title, but only after Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola leaves the Premier League. Because until Klopp manages Liverpool, until Guardiola manages Man City, those two teams will never be catched with Man United. And I think I agree with this opinion actually. This is what Gary Neville said. The one thing I can guarantee you is that Man United will win again sometimes in the future. That might not be this year or next year, but it will be amazing when they win again. The longer it builds up, the greater the actual feeling is when you do it. I'm not sitting here as a United fan thinking we must win the league this year. Yes, we would like to, but you know when it's your time, and it's not yet. It will be maybe when Klopp and Guardiola leave Liverpool and City, hopefully in the next couple of years. That will be the chance, as they are two outstanding managers who have built really good teams, but they will leave in the next 1, 2 or 3 years. That will be the point when Man United can come back in and capitalize. I'm sure Chelsea are thinking that way as well. You've got the 2 best coaches in the world at pretty settled sides, where they are just adding players where they need to. Solskjaer is a bit further behind in that respect, but once that does happen, when Guardiola and Klopp leave, then be ready to strike with a team that's capable of winning the league. Even for the most realistic Man United fans, just getting closer to Liverpool and City would be the aim this year. How long has Ole been there now? Almost 2 years. You look at Klopp at Liverpool, he improved every year. Then it was in his 5th year that he won the league. So you want to see improvement. That's what Man United fans want, as well as exciting football, which we have seen at times. But just get closer and then have a real go at the Premier League. And I respect that opinion, and I think that Chelsea and Man United will build teams that might challenge for the title, but I can't see both Liverpool and Man City dropping up so much that one of those teams can overtake 2 of them, because Man City can have an off season like it happened last year or last season. For both Liverpool and Man City to have an off season, both of them at the same time, that's the only way I can see either Man United or Chelsea winning the title in the next like 3 years. But after that, it's too hard to predict. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.